Hello everybody, Kevin here, After the 94, and welcome back to the channel. And today we're all going to be talking about the August 2023 update. And this month is going to be a lot of hefty games that we're going to be playing, as well as a lot of old games that we're also going to be revisiting as well. Because I have the sudden urge to reinstall those games, and we're all going to probably make a few more videos before we might call it good. For good this time, but I don't know, I just got the itch to play those old games again, so we did reinstall them at the moment until a lot of the new games come out. We'll probably have to end up uninstalling them, considering them both together they're probably like close to 300 gigs, which is insane. But without further ado, guys, let's get this started and let's talk about what games we're going to be checking out. And the first thing that I want to bring up is Dead Island 2. Now, you know me, I like playing Dead Island 2. I actually like the game. It's actually one of the big surprises of 2023. So I'm very surprised that Dead Island 2 ended up being a lot better than I anticipated. Unfortunately, since I had to reinstall Windows on a completely new SSD because my old SSD died, so I had to reinstall everything onto a new SSD. But because of that, Dead Island 2 does not support cloud saving on the Epic Game Store app, and of all the games, that game did not support cloud save. You know what that means? My save is gone. I had to play the game over again, essentially. And honestly, I kind of don't want to do that. So at the moment, I'm going to put Dead Island 2 on hold until I find a reason to play it again, because like I said, it's a good game. I like it. It's just that I don't want to go to the hassle again and do all that shit again. Essentially, it took me a long time, a very long time for me to get to all that stuff, and I'm pretty sure I made almost about 10 plus videos already. You know, let me check right now just to clarify, see how many videos I made so far for Dead Island 2. We made 12 episodes. So that's quite a feat for a game that is, you know, that I thought the game was gonna be a huge flop, but like I said, it turned out to be a lot better than I anticipated. So, and yeah, I don't want to go to that shit again and go to the hassle, you know, and doing the same missions again. The side missions we complete. On top of that, we're gonna be getting probably different loot, or potentially different weapons. We might not have, you know, good weapons, you know, at the start. I don't know. It's just a lot of hassle for me to go through, and honestly, I don't feel like going through that shit again right now. So Dead Island 2 will be put on hold, unfortunately, because like I said, it's just a shame that this game does not support cloud saving. I don't know why, but I blame Epic Games for that. So you suck, Epic Games. So there we go. Dead Island 2 is going to be postponed. Probably not indefinitely, but it's definitely not coming out this year, that's for sure, because there's way too many big games and other games that I actually want to play and games I actually like to play. So unfortunately, Dead Island 2 is going to be put in the back burner. Who knows? Like I said, we'll probably revisit maybe, I don't know, near the end of the year at most, but that will require me to play the game again. So we'll see how it goes. But Dead Island 2, scratch potentially for this year. But the game that I do want to mention that has been getting a lot of attention, and also another hit, a big hit, is Remnant 2. Now, I have played the first game. I have beaten the main story, but I have not beaten the DLC because I rage quit. Me and my friend, we rage quit on a boss that we could not defeat on the DLC. We made it to the oldest world. We solved all the crazy puzzles that involved with that shit, and we got to it. We were at the other side of the world. It's all snowy. We could find rat peoples and, I don't know, abominable snowmans. But that last boss battle that me and my friend tried to face, it broke us. It took us probably more than 20 tries, and we just call it. And yeah, not sure I'm gonna probably come back to Remnant 1 and being it again now that Remnant 2 is out. And I'm not gonna lie, guys, Remnant 2 is surprisingly good. If you think it's going to be a huge step up from part one, you might want to lower expectations down, because it's pretty much more of the same stuff that you're going to get from the first game. The only biggest difference is that it's probably the graphics. I would say the graphics definitely marginally looks better than the first game, but other than that, it plays the same. It has the same randomly generated maps as well, dungeons that you explore. So every time you start a new game, it's going to be different. And for my run, I got teleported into the angelic, the big ass castle with the weird angel people, and then I also end up being into Bloodborne town essentially. And but from what I've seen from other people playing the game, they end up somewhere else. Which this is probably the biggest highlight of this game, is that every time you start a new game, it's always going to be different, and there's always going to be content that that you probably will never see until you do another playthrough. Which I might do another playthrough after this. That one's probably going to be off, spirit time. So that like once I get all the recording done for the main game, I'll probably start another new game and then see how that goes. Do a different class as well, and maybe play on harder setting. Probably not gonna do hardcore, because hardcore, you lose your character, you die, and this game can get pretty damn brutal to say the least. So we're not gonna do permadeath, but to anybody that wants to do permadeath, that's all on them. But I am not doing hardcore. But yeah, Remnant 2 is going to be the highlight for August, because like I said before, I've been having a blast playing Remnant 2, and Remnant 2 so far it's been pretty good. There are some technical issues though with the game, such as performance, because even the game developers recommended that you use some sort of upscale setting, like AMD FSR, NVIDIA DLSS, and the Intel XeSS. So the game is not going to run well without any of those upscale on, so just be aware when you play this, when you get this game. It's quite a shame too that they couldn't fix up the performance issues at launch, but hopefully they are working on it, because this is a fantastic game. The world building for it, and some of the creature designs, and especially the music, the soundtrack for Remnant 2 is fucking fantastic. Even the first game had really good soundtracks. So whoever's in charge with the art department and the music, I gotta give huge kudos to them, because that's what really brings the game alive. Where you get this epic scale music kicking in, dynamically changes in combat, non-combat, and of course the gameplay itself is pretty good too. But if you play the first game, it pretty much plays the same. It's pretty much your Souls-like game, but instead of swords, you got guns. You do get melee weapons, but you're going to be mainly using guns. Keep your enemies at bay at all times. You don't want them to get too close. Use those guns, get a sniper rifle, get a shotgun, and just start blasting them. That's all I gotta say, because you're gonna need a lot of bullets and a lot of guns. But yeah, Remnant 2, we'll be playing that a lot more this month. I'm not sure going to be beat the game this month, but I will do what I can and play as much as I can and cover everything much as I can. But knowing that this game is always different every time you start the game, we're probably going to be missing a lot of content. So the best way I can say is play the game for yourself, and you may get a whole completely different experience than what I got. So that's what I'm saying. The game has a high replayability rate, so that is good in my book. So yeah, check it out if you can. It's a great game. Another game that I want to kind of revisit is since I've been playing a lot of Battlefield and Call of Duty lately, I kind of want to revisit some of the older games titles like Battlefield 5 and Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War. And you heard me right, we're all going to be doing some videos for Battlefield 5 again, as well as Black Ops Cold War, because like I said before earlier in this video, I just have the itch to play them again, so I reinstalled both of them. And as I said before, both of them together, they're probably close to 300 to 400 gigs probably. So it's a big fucking game, I know, but like I said, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 19 got me back into the franchise as a whole, and I really thought Call of Duty was really back in track until they introduced Warzone. I think Warzone for me is kind of a downfall for Call of Duty in my opinion. Like, yeah, it makes them the big bucks, But that is literally the only main focus. They literally don't give a shit about, you know, the main game, you know, people who just play the main game as a whole. Like me personally, I like playing the multiplayer more than playing Warzone, and since Warzone came out, they hardly update the main game at all. Only 2 maps. Only 2 maps, a few handful of weapons, a whole bunch of operators. It's just a shame, really. Like, I really wish it just, you know, release more than 2 maps, you know, each season. I think it should be at least 3, you know, instead of 2. But some of the seasons, they do have more maps than other seasons, which is weird. This one, I think, is back to your classic, you know. I think you get 3. You do get 3 maps, though, I think. But one is gonna come out mid-season, which is gonna be season reloaded or something like that. And I'll be real with you. Season 5 for Modern Warfare 2 is gonna be the final. Will be the last time I'll probably be playing Call of Duty multiplayer or the whole game, whole franchise as a whole, because I don't agree on them on charging everybody, you know, $70 for a reskin of MW2. Even though they say you can port all yourself from MW2, but what's the point if the whole MW2 supposed to be like a huge U2 update for MW2, and now they're charging $70, you know, for you to play it? Like, I don't agree with that. So I will not be playing MW3 when it comes out. I'll probably play the beta for sure. I'll probably play the beta, see if they change anything new, but honestly, it's probably gonna play like MW2 with a few extra features in it. So I'm not too excited, and honestly don't care about it, but I'll still play the beta. And if they do the campaign early access, I'll check it out. So, but I'll probably fund it before the game comes out. But yeah, we'll be coming back to Black Ops Cold War and Battlefield 5. I did play a little bit of Cold War, and I honestly do miss the older Call of Duties before Vanguard and MW2, because in my opinion, those MW2 and Vanguards are like the two games that didn't really get too much love compared to Cold War and MW19. Like I don't know what happened. Like, I don't know what happened over the years, but yeah, Call of Duty is going down to a sinkhole once again when MW2 is supposed to be the savior of the franchise. So we'll see how it goes at MW3, but I'm not looking forward to it. I will not buy it, and but yeah, I will be playing Cold War again, and we'll be playing Battlefield 5 to see how the current state of the game is, and pretty much talk about what makes them great, and of course show you guys some raw gameplay of me, you know, playing the games again to see if it's even better than, you know, Modern Warfare 2, you know, gameplay where MW2 is all sweat fest, but Cold War, it's just crazy fun. It's crazy. So we might make just a few more videos. We're not gonna make a whole nother new series again, because I covered those games years ago already. So we're just gonna probably make a few of them, and then we'll call it good. Call it good until we get the itch to play it again. So we'll see how it goes. But yeah, stay tuned for Black Ops Cold War and Battlefield 5. Now, of course, we're still going to be doing our weekend daily uploads. So Cyberpunk's still going to be uploaded on Saturdays. I'm going to probably get rid of the 2 out of 3 videos, because usually I just end up uploading 1 video simply because I just don't have the time to upload, to like do all the editing, you know, maybe late at night, especially on a Friday when I get off from work and I play the game, and then I end up just passing the fuck out. So it could end up being 2, but I'm definitely just gonna put vids every Saturdays for now instead of every 2 to 3 videos, just to you know, not to get you guys, you know, confused or hype, you know, that, oh, we're gonna see 2 to 3 videos Saturdays of Cyberpunk. That's not gonna happen. So I'm just gonna put it every Saturday. So it could be 1, could be 2. And that same applies to Fallout 3 as well on Sundays. Now I might upload a little bit more on Fallout 3, because Fallout 3 is, I just really like Fallout. So we'll probably end up uploading a little bit more on Fallout 3, because Fallout 3 I like to play that. I like to play that a lot more than Cyberpunk, but I'm gonna try to play as much Cyberpunk as well, because it's been a while since I played Cyberpunk, so I want to get back into the game again and try to learn, you know, the secrets, you know, all the metas and all that stuff, you know, what makes the gameplay more fun and all that. So I just gotta learn the game again, because it's been so long and there's been so many patches as well. Like a lot of the balance on a lot of the perks has been changed, the meta. So I just gotta get back into the groove and then try to have fun and beat the game as well for Cyberpunk, since it got that DLC coming out in September, I think. So we definitely gotta pick up the pace on Cyberpunk, beat the game, and then we'll be in line and playing Phantom Liberty. And Fallout 3, hopefully we'll be able to complete the base game, at least the main story, by the end of this year. And then we'll start focusing on the DLCs like Broken Seal, Operation Oncage, the Pit. But we might even do some of those in our main playthrough. So we shall see. But yeah, we're still going to be uploading Cyberpunk 2077 every Saturdays, as well as Fallout 3 on every Sundays. Could range from 1 to 3 videos, but no promises there, so it could just be one video and I'll probably call it good. Or to a rare point too is that if I miss that day, I might even upload on Monday as well, so keep that in mind. So if I miss Fallout 3 on Sunday, I might upload the last part to Monday. So another game I want to check out, a game that I wanted to check out last month, but I didn't really have the time to check it out because I was too busy playing the DLC for the Callisto Protocol, as well as beating Trampang 2. I want to check out Amnesia the Bunker. This is the game that I wanted to play last month, but I just simply did not have the time. So hopefully I'll be able to squeeze in Amnesia the Bunker this month, so that way we get our shit pants, and hopefully we can survive the bunker, because we all know it. Amnesia is a pretty hardcore horror game. Even the first one was pretty damn brutal, where you gotta like keep refilling your lantern. You ran out of oil, your lantern, you're fucked, because no light source. Hashtag you go insane, essentially. And you look at the monsters, if you look at a monster too long, you go insane. They see you, they go after you. Now, truth to be told, I never beaten the first Amnesia game, which is quite a shame, but I did play it. At least I did play it. I even uploaded a video a long time ago of me trying the game out, so at least I tried. But I don't know, I'm not sure I'm going to be able to beat the game. I'll come back to it, but we shall see. But Amnesia the Bunker looks, is very interesting because it added some elements from Resident Evil as well, where you got a gun to defend yourself for one, and two, you could store items into chests, which is pretty much like Resident Evil, going to a safe room, you store your stuff and all that stuff. So I do like it that they are innovating the Amnesia franchise, making it a little bit more interesting, adding a little bit of that Resident Evil gameplay elements in there. And speaking of Resident Evil gameplay elements, we're all going to be checking out My Friendly Neighborhood. And I did play the demo of this game a while back, and I love it. And now the full game is out. And you guys don't know what's My Friendly Neighborhood. It's essentially Sesame Street gone wrong, mixed with Resident Evil. Yes, it's a weird fucking mix. I know, it is extremely weird mix, but I really enjoyed the demo, and I cannot wait in checking out the main game and what it has to offer. Because you think of the little puppets, they might not be scary, but if they catch you off guard, it can end up being pretty damn terrifying. So I'm glad that they're able to capture that horror elements with some of the goofiest looking characters that you're gonna face. But yeah, this is a game that I was looking forward to, and now the game is out. Like I said, I have to play it. I have to do a full playthrough on it, and we just beaten Resident Evil 4 like 2 months ago, so we have to play this game. It is a must. My Friendly Neighborhood, stay tuned for that. We're not gonna wait for Halloween for this. We're going all in on this. And hopefully you guys are looking forward to it, because this game, I have a feeling it's gonna be it's gonna blow my mind. A game that I also want to make a return to, Diablo 4. This is a game that I have not played for a while, and it's a shame for me to say it, but I'm kind of glad that I did not continue to play it, because season 1 came out, and I forgotten that every time a new season happens, you have to start a brand new character. So luckily, I did not get too far into the game, decided to make a new character, pretty much make the exact same barbarian character I made because I didn't get too far, so it is fine. So we're definitely going to get back into the world of Diablo 4 and try to play the game as much as we can with the story, because I've been missing out. I know I've been absolutely slacking off with Diablo 4. I should be playing this game a lot more, but with the latest patches that came out, apparently there's a lot of big nerfs that makes the gameplay a lot slower, and it also does a lot of nerfs on a lot of abilities for all the classes. So we might not have a more enjoyable experience when we do come back, which is a little bit of a shame, but hopefully we can get to a lot of the big major stories into this game and try to do as much as we can Diablo 4 before the next season starts, and then the next potential story expansion in like 5 years now, I'll say. But yeah, I want to get back to Diablo 4, so we're all going to be playing some Diablo 4 again, and hopefully I'll be able to hook on to this game and just keep on going, because I really like Diablo 4. It's just that, you know, there are a lot of controversy surrounding the game right now because of the big nerfs that they did for all the classes, and on top of that, some of the, you know, the most scummiest, you know, methods of getting people into buying the battle pass without any confirmation tab that pops up saying, "Are you sure?" You just hit that button and just boom, instantly you buy it. I was like, that's pretty fucking, that's pretty damn dirty to say the least. But now they just added it because since I bought the Ultimate Edition, I activated the Accelerate Pass, and then the little tab pops up, "Are you sure you want to do it?" But knowing me, I already have the Ultimate Edition, and I already know I have this battle pass pretty much for free unless the next season starts. So, but it's still kind of scummy that they did that way. But yeah. We're all going to be checking out some more Diablo 4, and hopefully we have a good time. Another game I want to come back to is Street Fighter 6. This is the game I've absolutely been sleeping. This is the game that I should be playing quite often, because World Tier is surprisingly good. It brings me a lot of good memories of Mortal Kombat Conquest Mode. You guys remember that? Conquest Mode for Mortal Kombat, that was fucking fantastic. Hopefully they bring that back in MK1, but I highly doubt it. But yeah, we're gonna be playing some more Street Fighter 6 World Tier. We might even do some arcade mode as well, but I want to unlock a lot, almost all of the iconic classic costume for a lot of the OG characters before I start doing that. But we might do some arcade mode from time to time. We might even fight some people online as well. I'm probably gonna get my ass whooped, but hey, I'll do what I can. But yeah, Street Fighter 6 is gonna be making a huge comeback for this month. We're still gonna be uploading some videos on Star Wars Jedi Survivor, although it's probably gonna be a little bit sidelined, so I'm gonna put a little tag on it, honorable mentions, which means that I might be able to squeeze in Jedi Survivor in this month, but I might not be able to put it this month. But it's just that it's a big game, and there's also a whole bunch of other games that I have to cover as well, or games that I actually enjoy and like playing. But yeah, Star Wars Jedi Survivor is going to be a little bit of the back burner, but you know, if you have time, we'll definitely check it out again, and hopefully we get out of that planet that we're in right now, stuck with a bunch of raiders. Pretty much the Wild West frontier essentially on that planet. But hopefully we go to different areas of the planet, go to different planets, start exploring new areas, new quests, new secrets. But so far I do like Jedi Survivor. Definitely a huge step up from Fallen Order. The game does run a little bit iffy, and I cannot imagine people with lower end system that probably cannot run that game 60 frames. They probably have to lower everything down, which is quite a shame because the game is good, but the performance issue is still there for PC players. I'm not sure on consoles. Might be better just get this game on consoles, but on PC it's a little bit rough. But I still recommend the game because the game is actually fun to play. So highly recommend you check it out. I'm looking at the list right now for what big games are coming out August this year, and I totally forgotten Armored Core 6 is coming out, but that's coming out late this month, so that might end up going to September instead. Although September, we already know for a fact next month is going to be crazy because we got MK1. Then we got the biggest one, the biggest fish to fry, fucking Starfield. Starfield, I'll be honest, I'm going to be playing a lot of Starfield once Starfield comes out. I'll be playing that game a lot more. We'll be doing very long recording sessions on that, that's for sure. So expect a lot of Starfield video dumps next month, because and throughout the whole fucking year, because I'll be honest, I will be playing that game a lot, so expect a lot of Starfield video. You might get sick of it, but it is what it is. If it's a game that I end up liking and ends up being good, then I will be playing that a lot. But if it ends up being a piece of shit trash like Redfall's launch, then I won't be playing that game often. But knowing Bethesda, the main Bethesda series, the game may be buggy, but they don't fuck up. So hopefully, crossing fingers that Bethesda does not fuck this up. Like, I don't care if the game is buggy as long as the game is functional. Like, yeah, I would like the game to be less buggy, but if the bug is not game breaking, but and the game is running okay, then I'm okay with that. But if the game ends up being a piece of shit, then well, I'm not gonna play it. As simple as that. So hopefully that's not the case. I might check out a little bit Baldur's Gate 3 as well. That is coming out 2 days from now. And to be honest, I haven't really played Baldur's Gate game in since fucking early 2000. I don't remember jack shit about it, like the story wise. So playing Baldur's Gate 3 will probably be a good game for me to get back into the whole Baldur's Gate universe. Because I'll be honest, I don't remember nothing about Baldur's Gate. I remember playing it a long time ago and I did enjoy it, but I don't know the story and the lore at all. I just forgot about them. So hopefully Baldur's Gate 3 will be a good game. That is coming out on August 3, like I said, 2 days from now on PC. And yeah, I think PC, while PS5 is going to get a release next month. But yeah, this game is shaping up to be really good. Could be a potential hit. Definitely could be a potential hit. And I'm just glad that the game is finally coming out early access. So, and this game has been out for 3 years now in early access. So, a little bit. I'm definitely proud of the Lorien, the guys who did Divinity Sin as well. I'm proud of them for them for them to release this game, because this game is coming to console as well. And from what I've seen, a lot of gameplay footage I've seen, Baldur's Gate 3 looks really good. And we might not do a full playthrough on it. We might just make it into like a shorter series. But yeah, I would definitely like to showcase Baldur's Gate 3 as well. Okay, I think we're kind of ranting on for a little bit far too long here, so I'm gonna end it here for now. And the last game that I want to mention that we might play this month is Immortals of Evan, which is described as Call of Duty with magic. That's what they keep advertising the game is. So pretty much, it's a first-person shooter game, but you are using magic instead of guns. So this game might be a potential sleeper hit. I will keep an eye on it. I think the developers who are making on it, some of them were developers that made some of the older Dead Space game as well. So I will keep an eye on it, but I'll just keep an eye on it, like I said, because I don't know if the game's going to be good or not. But time will tell once we get our hands to it. But yeah, that's going to be it for the uploads that we're going to be doing for this month. I know there's a lot of stuff to take on, and I do apologize if I kind of rant on for quite too long, and a lot of stuff that I shouldn't be explaining, but it is what it is. It happens. So I'm going to keep it short as possible, and yeah, that's going to be it for the August update. And you guys got any games you want to suggest for me to play, or any other tips and advice on how I should improve the channel, leave in the comments down below and I will check them out. And one more thing I forgot to mention, Command & Conquer Journals is making a big comeback this month too, because there's been Contra released a new version of the mod called Contra X. And I will definitely be checking out Contra X, because apparently they did a lot of big changes in that one. So we'll be checking out Contra X, as well as Revolution Project as well, which is the mod I wanted to cover 4 years ago, but the install process was a pain in the ass, and I did not do it. And we'll be checking those mods out this month, I guarantee it. Not sure when, could be in the middle or the end of the month, but it will be coming this month. So hopefully you guys are looking forward to that. But yeah, anyways, I've been ranting on for far too long, and before I head out, I just want to give a big shout out to the supporters, to the subscribers, both old and new, that have been with me, especially the old guard that been with me for so long, since the Command & Conquer days. I really appreciate your support. It means a lot for me, to me, to see that you guys and girls are sticking around for so long with me, and I do appreciate that. It means a lot to me. Without you, I would not be doing this shit. I'll be honest, but I'm doing this because I enjoy it, and I'm doing this for entertainment for all you. So it could be playthroughs, could be epic fails, could be tips, I'm just there to try to have a good time. And as well as you guys having a good time, seeing me play through the game. And who knows, you might be stuck to a certain part of the game, and then you saw me do it, and then you're like, oh, so that's how you solve that puzzle. And so yeah, it's just, I'm just there to try to do what I can, and if I help anybody out in the process, hey, that's a big win for me. So but yeah, like I said, I appreciate the support, and it means a lot to me, and for that, thank you. And to the new subscribers, welcome to the channel. And hopefully you'll be looking forward to any future upcoming gaming content, as well as potential Armored 3 film projects as well that I'm working on. And hopefully you guys are looking forward to that. And yeah, we'll see how it goes in the future. But yeah, got nothing else to say. And before I leave, free games. If you guys didn't know, especially to somebody that is new to the channel, I will be giving away PC games for free each month. And it could range from different platforms such as Steam, GOG, Epics, etc. Every once in a while, just as a gift to everybody, to a lot of people that's been watching my channel for so long. And to the subscribers. So it's pretty much a way of saying thank you for supporting the channel and watching my content. Here, have a free game. So it is going to be PC games only, so just keep that in mind. PC games only, no consoles. So but yeah, all you gotta do is just, I will be dropping codes in the screen, somewhere around the screen, and then all you gotta do is redeem them. And it is going to be first come first serve, so get them while they last, before somebody gets them. So other than that, here are the codes right here. Get them while they last, because once they're gone, they're gone. And the games could range from big AAA games to indies. So either way, it's free games. Can't say no to free. So but anyways, I'm gonna end here for now. Hopefully you guys are having a fantastic day and staying safe out there. And until then, I will see you in the next one. Peace.